Hi, I'm Don Graham, PGA head golf professional here at the Pinery Country Club. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about distance control while you're putting today. Don't want to get into too much detail in regard to things like the grip. If you want to have a little overlap grip, a little reverse overlap grip, cross-handed grip, I'm going to let you decide that for yourself, but what we're going to focus on are a few traits that most good putters use to help them control distance. So first of all, when you get set up to putt, I want you to feel like you have a good, firm, solid base. So when you're making your putting stroke, you want to have a minimal amount of motion from the chest down. You don't want to have any kind of pivot in your stroke or any kind of sway toward the target. Primarily, you're going to stay still and let that putter swing back and forth. One good way to practice that would be to get in front of your mirror at home and take some practice strokes, work on remaining more still. A couple other things that good putters tend to do is the length of that stroke is the same in both directions. Not only the length of the stroke, but the pace of the stroke remains the same in both directions. This will allow you to control your distance by how much swing you apply to the putt as opposed to how much force you use. That'll come in really handy when you're feeling pressure, your adrenaline's up. If you've got it set up so you're using the amount of force to control the distance, every now and then you might explode one a little too far past the hole. Another trait of most good putters is the butt of the putter will point at their body throughout the stroke, specifically the stomach. So when your belly is as big as mine, that's pretty easy to accomplish. But in general, that's the idea behind a belly putter. It's on a fixed point. So when you make that putting stroke, if that putter points at your belly throughout the stroke, it's going to keep the putter traveling kind of the way you want to more. Another trait of good putters, when they follow through, they will tend to hold that finish position and watch the ball roll at that point. That'll kind of keep the body more still throughout the stroke, prevents you from standing up in the middle of the stroke. One mechanical thing I do want to point out to you is when you're set up to putt, if this putter is across my shoulders like this, the direction your shoulders should move is going to be primarily up and down. You could practice this in front of your mirror a little bit. A lot of people who struggle will have their shoulders working too much around when they putt. So I'm not too hung up on whether the putter travels straight back and goes straight through or swings on a bit of an arc. Different teachers will really stress different areas. I think some of these other techniques and traits will help you keep things going, help you hit solid putts so you have better distance control. The last thing I really wanted to touch on here is in your pre-putt routine, if you stand behind the ball while you're looking at the target and take a couple practice strokes looking at the target, that can help you with your distance control, especially if you're a visual player. You know, if you kind of relate to the world in a visual sense, that will really help you out. If you're a field player, doing the same thing will get you a feel for how long that stroke should be and how that stroke's going to feel. If you're a rhythm player, you're going to feel the rhythm of your stroke while you're taking these practice swings. Any of those methods probably work best though when you're behind the hole and your eyes are level. You can use your binocular vision. That's why we have two eyes, helps you get a better visual picture of the target. When you approach the target or the ball and you look at it this way to take your practice strokes, or if you have your eyes down while you're taking your practice strokes, you're probably not getting your brain all the information it could use to control that distance the way you want to. All right, if you have any questions about what we covered today, please come see me out here at the Pinery or go see your local PGA professional. We can turn you into the boss of the moss.